Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to use the Wizard's Wardrobe. Once you download the add-on, you're going to have those two menus at the bottom of your list. The one you're looking for is the one at the bottom, so you press on it. Here you're going to have by default the general category. If you're looking to edit the trials, you can go in there, and under the subcategory there's a pre-made list of all the trials in the game that's already there. They already have also a list of their bosses and trash setup at the start. Yeah. So what you want to do here, for example, if I'm gonna set my Wizard's Wardrobe for this trial here, my off-floor couch. So I'm gonna create a new page because I don't want to overlap what I've done already. And then I'm going to be on page 2. And you're going to see here on the right side of the screen, you have the trash setup. So that's between the bosses fight and all the 3 boss fight for that trial. So how do I save a setup there? It's simple. You go at the bottom here and you save your setup. So everything that you have equipped on you, your skills, your gear, and your champion points, they will be saved on the setup here, trash. So if I want to move it, I can, but there's no like benefit of doing this right now, so I could rearrange trash to be wherever, but the equip condition is set to be in between each of the bosses. What I like to do is I take away the pre-equip conditions and I set them by myself. There's a key for that. You can go here and select it to bind it to me. I set the north one on my wheel. So let's set an example here. I'm gonna use a second setup, okay? With the banner, for example, let's say that's my real boss setup. Okay, it's just an example. So I'm gonna go into my add-ons once again, into this menu, okay? And see, I'm still in that page. By default, nothing changed. And you can still see my previous setup is saved on trash. And this is the current setup, okay? So what I'm gonna do is go on the first boss setup. And now it's empty because I have not saved anything there yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save my setup here with the banner. Let's say that's my boss setup, okay? And then I have a different setup from the previous one saved on the first boss. And if I want to use that setup on the twins as well, I can save the setup here and use the setup on the last boss, okay? So all those 3 are gonna be bosses setup, and my trash setup is gonna be different. So yeah, you can rearrange them, but there's no point really, okay? Unless you're trying to do some fancy stuff, like pre-dots, or I don't know if you could have different setups in between the head pulls and then boss fights. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you want to look into your setups that you're having here, trash you can equip manually like this, and it's gonna load your setup. If you want to go to the first one, you can do it like this again. And if you want to do it quicker, this is why I quick slotted north on my wheel. So it's gonna change to the next setup just by doing the top arrow every time. So instead of using a potion, for example, just select the top and it's gonna change your setup. You can look at the bottom of my screens, you're gonna see the skills change right now. And it's just as fast as that. So let's say I wanted to pre-dot, okay, and I had a setup with a flame staff. Okay, I could prepare my wall here, and it's down for 15 seconds, and then quick slot, and then I have Stampede ready. So when this dummy will start, it will have the fire damage under him like that, and I can Stampede with a great sword. and you see that I benefit from this cast over here on the ground. Yeah. So you can fool around, change a lot of setups in there. I use the armory to have my default setups, and then I edit them, and I change a lot of skills. As you can see into my add-on right now, if we look at the Sanity's Edge trial, I have a lot of trash pre-dot boss setup, and it was all different. But that ended up being a little bit messy because sometimes, like your setup won't load because you're still fighting, or because just the spider boss would come out and the order was not proper. We cannot guess that. So yeah, as I said before, I just unequipped the quicks, like the auto equip, and I put on the quick slot so I can manage it by myself. Yeah, and you don't necessarily need the trial category, so you could like definitely just go under general, create a new page every time you want to save for a new setup, and then like just as I said before, save your setup there, and on that page you can create as many setups as you want, and save, for example, as many uh, heal, DPS, or tank setups that you want, but you need to have the same subclassing and the skills unlocked. So it's not gonna work if you're trying to mix match the things that you don't. So this is why we use the armory to save those. But yeah,